In this video, I'm going to show you how to set take profit and stop loss orders on Bitget before or after opening a position, including multiple or partial orders. We'll also cover trailing stops, MMR stop losses, and how to edit or cancel each order. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. If you want a special sign-up deal, I recommend creating a Bitget account with the link in the description. New users who register with our link will be eligible to receive these welcome deals. Now for our example, we're going to be placing a market long on Bitcoin with 3x leverage and our full position, which is about 200 USDT. We can see our position size in Bitcoin, our margin we are using, and our estimated liquidation price. Under this, we can see a box that says TPSL. This stands for take profit and stop loss. A take profit closes a profitable target, while a stop loss closes after the market moves against us. They help plan exits in advance and manage trades when we aren't watching. Bitget lets us set our take profit and stop loss in 4 different ways. First, we have by price. So this would select the exact Bitcoin price. Let's say I want to exit my position once Bitcoin hits 100,000. We can also set our exits by ROI percentage. This is the percentage return on our margin. So this takes into account our leverage. For example, if we put a 30% ROI for our take profit with our leverage, we would be up about 60 USDT with our trade, and that would put Bitcoin's price at around 68,732. We can also set our exit by change percentage. So let's say in my head, if Bitcoin is down 30% from its current price, I want to exit my position and cut my losses. We can see the losses that would put us at and the price of Bitcoin. And lastly, by P&L in USDT terms, if we have an idea of how much we are okay with losing or how much we want to make, we could set them in P&L USDT. So if I'm happy with $50 in profit, I could set my take profit this way. And on the downside, maybe I don't want to lose more than $30. And again, we can see the stats of our stop loss. We can also set our take profit and stop loss using advanced. Advanced settings give us more control over our TP and SL orders. We can set a trigger price and then choose a market or a limit order for execution. So we can see here, this is the trigger price. And then if we click on this box, we could either set it as a market or a limit order. A market stop prioritizes exiting, although slippage is possible, and a limit stop controls price but may not fill during a fast move. Market is normally safer when exiting matters most. So we're just going to leave it on market. I like setting my take profit and stop losses with the actual price of the asset. So we're going to set our take profit at around 100,000 BTC and our stop loss around 50,000. And we can confirm this. All right, so now we have our market order and we've set our take profit and stop loss. Now we can set our long. So we're just going to click buy/long. Here are the stats for our order. You can review it if you want, and we can confirm it. And we can see that our market order was filled. And now under positions, we have all the stats for our order. If we could see under partial TP and SL, quantity, it says 2. If we click on this little icon, here is where we can modify our existing take profit and stop loss orders. So we see our stop loss. If we would click modify, we can change the stop loss price or the quantity. And we can also cancel our orders here by clicking on them individually or clicking cancel all. So we first added our take profit and stop loss before our order. Now I'll show you how to add one to an existing position. As we can see, our position is still open. So to add our take profit and stop loss, under TP and SL, we can just click on entire TPSL. And now we can set our take profit and stop loss. This time we're going to set it through ROI percentage. So I'll be happy with a 60% gain on my take profit, and I'll cut my losses if I'm down 40% on my trade. And we can confirm this. Now under entire TP and SL, we can see our orders. If we would click on this button here, again, we can modify our take profit and stop loss or cancel them by clicking on these trash bins and confirm. Next, I'm going to show you how to add a partial take profit and stop loss to your order. So again, under TP and SL, click on partial. Partial take profit and stop losses close only one part of your order. This lets traders take some profit or reduce some exposure gradually. So for this demonstration, I'll create 2 separate partial exits using different quantities and targets. So for my take profit, I could set my first one at around 100,000 with half of my open position. And for our stop loss, our first price could be around 55,000, again with half of our position, and then confirm. So now we've set a take profit and stop loss to close half of our open position. We can then click under take profit and stop loss, this button here, click continue to add, and we could set our second take profit and stop loss. For my second take profit, I want to let Bitcoin run a bit, so I'm okay to fully exit my position once Bitcoin hits 150,000, and we'll use the second half of our open order. On the downside, I want to fully cut my losses if Bitcoin would hit 45,000, and again using half of our position, and confirm. We can now see all 4 of our take profit and stop loss orders. Again, here's where we can modify them. We can cancel them individually or just click cancel all. Next, I'm going to show you how to add a trailing stop order to your position. So under TP and SL, click on trailing TP SL, and it will take us to this page. As we briefly explained before, a trailing stop loss is a moving exit that can give a profitable position room to continue while protecting part of the favorable move. For a long position, once it activates, it tracks the highest price reached. Its exit level can move upward as the price rises, but it does not move back down when the price falls. The trigger price controls when the trailing stop starts tracking. Before Bitcoin would reach our trigger price, the trailing stop is inactive. The callback rate is how far the price must reverse from the highest track price before the close is triggered. A smaller callback percentage reacts faster, while a larger one gives the trade more room but can give back more profit. For example, if we would use 90,000 BTC as a trigger price and 10% for our callback rate, the trailing stop would become active once Bitcoin reaches 90,000. If it then rises to 100,000, a 10% reversal would trigger the stop loss around 90,000. But if it reaches 110,000 first, the trigger level rises to around 100,000. Lastly, the quantity controls how much of the order we'd want to close. So let's say we want to close our full position, and we can confirm this order. Now under trailing stop TPSL, MMR SL, we can see there is one quantity. Clicking on this button here, this is where we can modify our trailing stop or cancel it by clicking cancel. The last order I want to show you how to add is an MMR stop loss. So again, under take profit and stop loss, click on MMR stop loss. MMR stands for maintenance margin ratio. As our position gets closer to our liquidation price, its MMR percentage rises. We can see right now our current MMR percentage is 1.38%. We would be liquidated at 100%. Bitget lets us choose an MMR trigger from 70% to 90%. So if we would leave it at 70% MMR, Bitget would attempt to automatically market close our position when our MMR reaches 70% before liquidation. The MMR is an emergency tool, not a replacement for a normal stop because the loss may already be large, but it's still good to have just for emergencies, and we can click confirm. And again, we can see our MMR order down here. To edit it, just click on this button. To close our entire position / sell it, we can click close and then set a limit order, or using flash close, we can use a market order. We want our order to execute right away, so this is what we're going to do, and we can just confirm it. And we can see that our market order was filled. If you want a welcome deal when signing up to Bitget, you should create an account with the link below this video. The link will take you to this sign up page where you can see what deals you are eligible for. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We also have a website at cryptowinrate.com where we have lots of crypto content and tons of educational guides for you to sift through. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.